going, guys? It's British Steak HD, and we are going to do my Blu-ray collection for end of February 2016. I've collected a bunch since my last one in July last year. Yeah, I've got a load to show you. I think I've collected about 20 more since then. Last time I did my DVDs as well. I'm not doing the DVDs anymore because I think there's only like one that I have on DVD that I don't have on Blu-ray, and I don't think it's worth showing that because I'll rebuy eventually. I'll tell you what it is when I get to a certain point. I'll tell you what that one is, but we'll get straight into it. I don't want to delay, so we'll start off. Let me just say that these are all ordered in correct order, and they're done in sections. So we'll start off with the classics. And here we have Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Now most of my classics come in these slipcovers, just to let you know. I'm not too fond of this movie. I don't hate it, but it wasn't one I liked when I was younger. I got this more so because it's the first, and I felt obligated to buy it. But I don't hate it, but it's not one of my favourites. Then we have Pinocchio. I really like this one. It's one of my favourites. Just a really, really great Disney film. Personal favourite of mine. Well, not my favourite, but definitely a top 5. Then we have Dumbo. This is a really great one. A nice short one. It's not very long. It's only I think it's like 63 minutes long or something. So it's really great. Like I said, not too long, but it's a nice one to watch if you've got a little bit of time. Nice one to watch. It's really sad at certain points. I remember that sad scene that I'm sure people who've seen this film will know. That used to kill me as a kid. It was so sad, and it used to make me cry. But such a great film. Next one is a bit of a weird one. This is Fun and Fancy Free and Ichabod and Mr. Toad double pack. Sadly, did not come with the slipcover. I thought it would, but as you can see, the design of the cover is the same as the slipcover, and it didn't say whether it had a slipcover or not, and I assumed it would, but it didn't. So that sucks. But if I can get a slipcover sometime, movie rewards or something, I will. But yeah, these are really great, good films. But they're not they're not the quality of the others. But the thing is they're not very. It wasn't very expensive, and you get not 2 but 3 films in this. There was an extra film. They don't even say it. I don't think they even got it on the special features. No, they don't. I don't think they do. It's just it comes on the disc, but they don't even mention it. No clue why, but you get 3 films. They're not the quality of the other Disney films, but they're really good anyway. And you get, like I said, you get 3, so great value. Just definitely a good pickup. So if you're a fan of Disney and haven't got this is the one to buy. Really great one. Next up we have Peter Pan. One of my favourites, just really great one. Peter Pan is my personal favourite childhood story. Probably my second favourite Disney film. It's not my favourite Peter Pan film though, I will say that. I think I prefer Hook to this. But yeah, this is definitely one of my favourites, and just such a great film. Really good. We have Lady and the Tramp. I got this for free on Movie Rewards. I wasn't too fond of this when I was younger. I liked it, but I wasn't one of my favourites. It never stood out to me. But watching this as 17, 18-year-old now, I really like it. I like it a lot more than I did when I was younger, and this is one of those films that I've come to love even more as I've got older. So really great one. This is my newest one, 101 Dalmatians. I haven't seen this yet on Blu-ray. I have seen the film when I was younger. And I enjoyed it. It was never one of my favourites, but it was one I did enjoy, and I'm looking forward to watching it on Blu-ray. But I haven't seen it yet. I only got it yesterday and haven't had a chance to watch it. I'm watching Lord of the Rings Extended Edition at the moment, so I'll watch that at some point. We have The Aristocats. Again, got this for free on Movie Rewards. This is a really, really good film. It's basically Lady and the Tramp, but with cats. Essentially, not as good as Lady and the Tramp, but as a kid I always preferred this one more. Though I don't now, as a kid I did. But it's a good one, and I got it for free, and it's just really good. So good one to watch. We have Robin Hood. You know what? I used to love this as a kid, and now I'm not too keen on it. I don't hate it, but it's I don't like it as much as I did when I was younger. I know you get that case with a lot of films where you won't like them as much as you get older, because you don't really see the flaws when you're younger. But I don't know. I don't watch this too much. I prefer when I want to watch a Disney film, it's really rarely this one. So not as fond as it used to be, but still really good. Basil the Great Mouse Detective, one of my favourites. Really underrated. I think this is the most underrated Disney film. And it finally came out on Blu-ray in the UK. It's been out in America for years, but it only came out like 6 months ago or something, or 5 months ago in the UK. I got it day one, of course. And like I said with Final Fantasy 3, this has the same design. I'm not going to pull it all the way out, but as you can see, sort of the design of the cover is the same as the slipcover design. And this one did come with a slipcover, which is why I thought Final Fantasy 3 would come with one. But yeah, this came with a really nice slipcover as well, so it fits in with the collection. So, like I said, one of my favourites. If you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. It's one of my favourites. This one I got a couple of days ago. I got it in a 2 for £15, or buy one get one free. Disney thing with 101 Dalmatians, Beauty and the Beast. Saw this the day I got it. Really liked this one. I used to like it as a kid. Really good. Yep, great one. I'm sure everyone knows that one. Aladdin. Never saw this one as a kid, actually. Well, I did, but it was sort of one of them times where I think it was my cousin had it, and she watched it at my nan's once, and when you're in the room and you're sort of watching it, but you're not watching it, I think it was one of those moments. So I hadn't really watched this until I bought the Blu-ray, and I really liked it. I thought Robin Williams gave a fantastic performance as the genie. I've loved Robin Williams since I was a kid. With like I said, I love Hook. So I've loved Robin Williams for a while, and yeah, he did a great performance in this. This is one of his best work, but yeah, definitely a really good one. Wish I saw it as a kid. Now I've seen it now. My personal favourite, The Lion King. What can I say about this one? It's just amazing. My personal favourite. Though it wasn't as a kid. It wasn't my favourite as a kid. I always loved it, but it wasn't my favourite. As I've got older, I love it even more, and just a great one. Such a great one. I think it's a favourite of a lot of people. Hercules. Again, hadn't seen this as a kid, but saw it. Oh, I think it was August I saw it. I got it like a month after my collection, because I started playing Kingdom Hearts, and of course, Hercules has a big role in Kingdom Hearts, or he's, in both the games. So I wanted to buy it, and yeah, I really liked it. This is one of my favourites now. Really loved it. I think it's underrated. Mulan. Not one of my favourites, I'll be honest with you. I didn't watch it as a kid, but I picked it up about a year ago because I heard everyone saying how amazing it was, or a lot of people, and they'd always say that it's such a great one and you have to watch it. Wasn't too keen on it. It's sort of like Snow White to me. I don't hate it, but I don't like it as much as other people do. So there's that one. Tarzan. Don't like this as much as I did when I was younger, to be honest, but still really like it. Great one. Brother Bear. In my opinion, this is the most underrated. The second most underrated after Basil the Great Mouse Detective, because I just love it. But I will say, what did they do with the aspect ratio of this film? Because if you've seen the Blu-ray, the beginning has a really weird aspect ratio. It's like got black boxes on all sides. But yeah, apart from the aspect ratio, it's great. Chicken Little. Underrated. This is one of the few I saw, from the 2000s. I think the only 3 Disney films I've seen from the 2000s are Brother Bear and Chicken Little, and Lilo and Stitch I've seen. This is not the best one, but it's still really good, so check it out, it's a good one. Tangled, really like this one. I'm really surprised by it, actually. I got it for free on Disney Movie Rewards, that and the slipcover. I got them both separately, obviously. And I was really surprised by it. I really liked it. Frozen, really great one, just amazing. One of the best, like Tangled. I don't know which I prefer more. I probably just prefer this tiny bit more over Tangled, but This and Tangled for me are very close, but I think this one wins by a narrow margin. Big Hero 6. Really like this one. I prefer Frozen and Tangled, but this is still a really good one. So yeah, there's that one, and that is obviously the last classic. But now we'll move on to the Disney sequels. I only own 2, so we'll go through these quickly. Return to Neverland. I don't like this as much as I did when I was a kid. You know, I watched this a few months ago, and I wasn't too keen on it. I don't like it that much anymore. I'll watch it again, but I don't know, I'm not too fond of it. So, there's that one. And the other one I have is Brother Bear 2. Not as good as the first one, but this is actually a good sequel. Not the best, but hey, it's not a bad sequel. I wish they got the voice actor for Kenai back though, so sadly it's a different voice actor, but it's still a good film. And this one is, I didn't know where to put this one, so I've just sort of put it in a random category. The Nightmare Before Christmas 3D. I got the 3D version because it was like the same price as the standard version, and it came with 200 Disney movie reward points. Again, this is another one that I got because of Kingdom Hearts. I hadn't seen it as a kid, and I got it because Kingdom Hearts, it's in Kingdom Hearts, and I thought, you know what, I want to enjoy Kingdom Hearts more, I want to watch the films that are in the, you know, that I hadn't seen. I wanted to see the films that are in the game. And yeah, it's a good one. It's one I'll watch every Halloween from now on. I watched it last Halloween as well, and I'll watch it. Next one. It's not a Christmas film though to me. I think a lot of people will probably agree. I won't be watching this at Christmas. I don't think it's a Christmassy film. So that's it for the sequels and the random one with the Nightmare Before Christmas. Didn't really know where to put that one. Now we're going to the Pixar films. So let me just cut the camera off to save memory on my phone, and then I'll go back straight to Pixar. Okay then, and now on to Pixar. So first off, of course, we've got Toy Story. Love this one. I'm torn between which is my favourite, so I just say I love Toy Story and I love all 3 of them. So there you go, that's that one. My favourite Pixar film. Toy Story 2, my other favourite Pixar film. Like I said, I can't give you which one's better, I can't. I love them all, and that's how it's going. Monsters Inc. This is probably my second favourite Disney film. Really great. There's a few Pixar films that I love, though my Pixar collection is quite small. There's a few ones I love, and this is one of those second favourites. And by the way, Monsters University is the DVD I own. I mentioned I was going to tell you my DVD I own that I don't own on Blu-ray yet, and I will hopefully pick that up at some point on Blu-ray, because I do like it. Not as good as this one, but I like it, so I'll pick that up on Blu-ray at some point. Then we have Finding Nemo. I didn't manage to get many of these slipcovers. I'm not like onto collecting these ones as much as I am the Disney classics, but I like these slipcovers as well, so if I can get them I will, if I can't, I can't. This is also one of my other favourites, and Finding Dory is coming out this year. I cannot wait for Finding Dory. Waited, 13 years, took you long enough, Pixar, but finally we're going to get a sequel, so looking forward to that. And we have Monsters Inc. The Incredibles we have, sorry. This is The Incredibles, another favourite of mine. I know I'm saying they're all favourites, but this is another one I love. With Pixar films, I only really own my favourites, at the moment at least. I want to buy more soon, but this is one of my favourites. Just great, and I'm looking forward to the sequel in like 20 years whenever it arrives. I think it's like 2019, 2018. It's probably more like 2020. They haven't given a date yet, as far as I know. Then my other favourite Pixar film is Toy Story 3. Yeah, I love this one. Like I said, I can't decide a winner between the 3, and this is just the one I love. I just say I love Toy Story and deal with it. So yeah, there's that one. And this is the only Pixar film I own that isn't one of my favourites. Brave. Don't get me wrong, I think this is a really good film. I think it's underrated, actually. I do really like it. But all the other Pixar films I own are ones, apart from Toy Story 3 really, are from my childhood, and ones I love. And of course Toy Story 3, it's a sequel to Toy Story. I love Toy Story in general. I'm going to watch Toy Story no matter what. and I have seen a few other Pixar films. I've seen Wall-E, I've seen Ratatouille, I've seen Inside Out, which I liked. Um, have I seen any more? I think I have. I just can't think of them right now. But I've seen a fair few Pixar films. I've seen Cars, which I didn't like too much. But I don't own them, and I would like to own them. But Brave was really my first step at buying these, buying Pixar films. This was my first one that I wanted to say, hey, look, haven't seen many Pixar films. I'm getting this one. This is my start of collecting Pixar films that aren't ones that I loved as a kid. So yes, I will be buying more Pixar films, but this is that first step, and it's a good one. So I'm looking forward to buying all of the Pixar films. I hope by my next one I'll have at least 3 or 4 more Pixar films. Then we go on to my live action ones, which I only own a couple. Cinderella. I don't even own this one, the classic of this one. I'm sure you've all noticed. I do like the classic. I used to that was one I liked as a kid. I know I said I didn't like Snow White, but I did like Cinderella as a kid, the classic. And I got this, and it also comes with Frozen Fever, which I love Frozen Fever. It was great, a great short. That was just a bonus of this package, and it's a really good film actually. I think this is underrated. Because I've spoken to a few people. They've said they hated it. It's not as good as the classic, but it's still a pretty good one, I think. Maybe the fact that I'm not all that attached to the classic has something to do with me liking it more. Because though I do like the classic, it's not like a favourite of mine, which is why I don't own it yet. Again, by the next one, I hope to have owned it. I hope to own it. But I like this one. It's a good one, underrated. So if you like Cinderella, maybe be hesitant. But if you're sort of that person who's not a fan of the film, but you liked the classic, then give it a watch, because you probably will like this one. And the final one I own is Pirates of the Caribbean 4 movie collection. So it comes with, let me just take them all out of their packaging. The Curse of the Black Pearl. This is my favourite of all 4. I think a lot of people, it's a universal decision. This is definitely the best of the bunch, in my opinion, and many agree. It's just excellent. It's just an excellent film. It's the only one of the 4 that's actually, I can say, is excellent. So I like this one, my favourite. Then of course you've got Dead Man's Chest. It's a good one. It's that one that I think everyone just goes, yeah, it's good. It's not amazing. It's good. It's a good one. Then we have The World's End. I think it's underrated. Weaker than the first 2, but it's underrated, I think. I do like it. So yeah, it's a good one. On Stranger Tides. That's all I have to say about that one. But yeah, that's about it. That's my collection. We've got some good films here, I think. I'm proud of my collection so far. You've got, this turd, but other than that, I'm happy with it so far. I've put some of them back on the shelf. If you watched my last Disney collection in July, thank you for watching this one and staying with me. But yeah, I'm happy with how it's going at the moment. Obviously, I'm sure people will come and say, oh, my collection's bigger. Yeah, I'd love to see your collection, so if you've got one, put a link in the description if you've got a video, or just list off what you've got. I'll read your comments. I always read the comments. I may not reply to them, but I always read them. And yeah, I'd love to hear from you about your own collections, and this is a work in progress. I've only been collecting for a little over a year, so I think for a year this has been a year and a bit, a year and like 2 months or something. I'm fairly happy with this collection, so let me know what you all think of my collection, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next Disney Blu-ray collection, which I hope to be probably around August or September, when I hope to collect again at least 15 to 20 more. So I'll see you all then, guys.